It started about a year ago. Actually, I'm not sure when it really started. Let's just say that I first became aware of it about a year ago. That's when the picture on my favorite big screen TV, the one that I'd had for less than 2 years, began to dim and distort. The picture did not disappear, but the quality was far from the 1080i high-definition picture for which I had paid so dearly. Let me just say right now that I loved watching my television. I watch at least 5 hours of broadcast or satellite television a day. I have also collected the DVD box sets of my favorite television series and have watched every season multiple times, and then watched them again while listening to the directors' and actors' commentaries. My movie collection is massive too. I have every movie on all of the best of lists for every genre. I maintain a weekly online blog with reviews, comments, and criticisms of plots, characters, and production value. So, there. You know my background. In short, I am a TV/DVD junkie. Of course, a junkie can't live long without a fix. So, after a few weeks of watching disfigured images, I replaced the faulty television with a brand new 1080p model. The new television gave me months of enjoyment. But, within weeks of buying the television, my laptop computer began malfunctioning and shutting down automatically. Okay, yes, I am also an internet addict. Nothing can be better than sitting in front of my 1080i, well, now 1080p, watching a movie while simultaneously googling its stars, or IMDbing the title to add some trivia that these other so-called movie buffs have no clue about. So, without hesitation, I bought a new computer to replace my dying one. At first, my damaged electronics didn't cause me much concern. Frustration? Yes, but not concern. I figured it was just coincidence that two of my favorite machines would break down at roughly the same time. I thought it was just coincidence, until a neighbor a few blocks down the road had the exact same problems. Television blinking, computer won't boot. That's when I got suspicious. However, what confirmed my suspicions was the news that a secret U.S. government spy satellite had lost power and was beginning to fall to Earth. You see, the aliens in Independence Day, the 1996 summer blockbuster derivative of H.G. Wells' classic, The War of the Worlds, initiated their invasion by taking over our communications satellites. Of course, in the movie, the aliens used the satellites to synchronize a global attack. That didn't seem to be the case here. But, if you think about it, it's obvious now that the combination of events I have described was the precursor of an alien invasion. The malfunctioning electronics and the dead satellite were tests. The aliens needed to prove that they were really able to shut down all of our electronics. You are following the logic, aren't you? On the night of February 3rd, I found out why the alien tests were so important. There was a blackout that night in Jersey City, New Jersey. It happened about 30 minutes after the end of the Super Bowl. If you remember from Close Encounters of the Third Kind, a blackout heralded the aliens' arrival. So, the Jersey City blackout confirmed my conclusions. I knew they were coming. But, unlike the big-headed greys of Close Encounters, these aliens were not coming to make friends. They wanted something from us. They wanted us. In the 3 hours that the lights were out in downtown Jersey City, a small group of people looted the Newport City Mall. The mob smashed windows and grabbed clothing and jewelry. Sane human beings would never act that way. What I determined was that these were not human beings at all. Sure, their outer bodies were human, but inside, they were being controlled, or possessed, I'm not sure what to call it. Inside, they were undoubtedly inhabited by aliens. I know how the aliens accomplished this. If you take a look at Invasion of the Body Snatchers, either the 1956 version or the 1978 version, you will see that alien invaders cannot enter a human host easily. I commend Jack Finney, the author of the novel on which the movies were based, for realizing how difficult it is to possess a human being. In the novel, and both versions of the movie, aliens were only able to replace a person when that person was asleep. Unlike Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the aliens that invaded Jersey City could indeed enter people during their waking hours. But the aliens could only do it during a blackout. At the time, I wondered why. But, after some deep thinking, it's also apparent now. The background electrical interference caused by our modern power grid and home electronics makes it difficult for the aliens to enter our bodies. The megavolts of power carried along the country's power lines create invisible electromagnetic energy fields. Even when the power is stepped down to levels that can safely power our home appliances, the fields exist. As a matter of fact, our televisions, computers, microwave ovens, refrigerators, vacuum cleaners, and all of our other appliances that we plug into our home's outlets add to the cacophony of electromagnetic noise all around us. For some reason, which I haven't quite yet surmised, this electrical interference must prevent the alien entities from possessing human bodies. So, there. I put all of the pieces of the puzzle together. Jersey City was the first wave of the invasion. The aliens produced a blackout, thereby disabling the power grid and all of the electronics in the city. With the man-made electromagnetic interference gone, their troops easily took over as many bodies as they could, and in a crazed frenzy, looted them all. Simple yet brilliant. After I was aware of their secret, I took steps to ensure that I would never become one of their puppets. I went to the home supply store and purchased a top-of-the-line 45 kW liquid-cooled generator to tie into my home electrical network. I paid over $14,000, but that's a small price to pay for my life. I am ready for the next blackout. I will never be without power. I will never be possessed. I work from home now. My groceries are delivered to my door, and anything that I need can be ordered from the internet. I have created a fortress with walls of impenetrable electromagnetic energy. I believe that the aliens will wait until summertime to begin the real invasion. During the summer, they will be able to cause blackouts without raising any suspicions. Thunderstorms and excessive air conditioning usage are blamed for overloading the power grid and causing blackouts all the time. The aliens will use these events to mask the blackouts that they produce this summer, and begin their invasion one community at a time. They will have to be patient. It will probably take years to infect everyone. As for me, I will be safe here at home, running my generator and watching my DVDs. I cannot tell anyone what I know about the invasion. They will think that I am crazy, and would likely try to remove me from my fortress. Do you remember Invasion of the Body Snatchers, 1956? The version with the prologue and epilogue, not the shorter version that was released later? Remember how Dr. Bendel was being treated in the beginning? They were ready to escort the doctor off to an insane asylum as they listened unbelievingly to his story. I refuse to be treated like Dr. Bendel. No. I will not tell anyone what I know. I'm going to wait it out. If I've learned anything from my DVDs, I know that hostile alien invasions will eventually be fought off and human life will go on. For example, in War of the Worlds, 2005, the aliens brought civilization to the brink of destruction, only to be conquered by the Earth's smallest creatures, viruses. In Independence Day, a virus defeated those aliens there too, only in that adaptation, it was a computer virus. The battle will rage on outside, but I will be safe inside. My next objective is to figure out how to develop some form of electrical virus capable of killing the invading army. It may take years to complete. And I'll probably have to end all contact with my family and friends because who knows how long they'll remain uninfected. But that's okay, I won't get bored or lonely. I have my DVDs to keep me entertained.